Hey everyone, and welcome to Limited Appeal. Today we're doing some more TMNT Pick 2 drafts because I like them. They're fast, they're fun, and they are pretty good at getting you, I guess, introduced to the format. They're also EV, like the most EV positive on your gems that you can get, I think. Obviously, it really sucks to go at 1 and 2 or 0 and 2 or something in the Pick 2. It's feels bad, but it's still basically the best. Well, the last draft we did some artifact stuff. Feeling like this draft we're going to do some artifacts. I think that Krang fits really well with Donatello. And the thing about pick 2 drafts is it kind of makes sense a lot of the time to just, if you have a really good bomb, it makes sense to sort of pick something that accompanies with that and cut that lane off as much. These both seem fine as far as cards go, but do Krang and Donatello and hope to get some more good is it stuff. I feel like this is one of those cards that you'll just win a game when it goes right, but it's also not going to be right so often. This is really weird. I don't know how relevant it's going to be to give something affinity for artifacts, but why not try it? Casey Jones Vigilante. Okay, I can work with that. Quite frankly, this entire pack is good for me. The Foundry is great, the Technique is great, the Buzzbots is good, Return to the Sewers is good. These are just six good cards. I don't even know if Casey Jones is good. I suspect it isn't. What will I do with it? So I think Fugitive Droid is okay. We've shown that this card is okay, I think, but it's kind of really underwhelming at the same time. It's I guess very situational. Buzzbots. What does Mouser attack? I'll just take the Rock Soldiers here. I don't know if Rock Soldiers is good either. I don't know how many non-creature artifacts there's really going to be. Oh, and the Donatello's Technique wield. That seems crazy to me. Super Shredder, Leatherhead. Well, we take Baxter Stockman, that's for sure. I'm not going to splash for Super Shredder, even though I love this card. I can see an argument for taking one of the rares and just rare drafting it, because that's one of the things that makes pick 2 drafting very profitable from a gem perspective. But I think Retro Mutation makes it's going to be. Yeah, Baxter Stockman seems like it's potentially really good. Obviously, it requires a status artifact. Wow, another Northwind Avenue. We had one of these in our deck last draft too. What do you do? Whenever another creature you control enters, Wingnut gain Climax or haste until end. And that seems like a decent aggressive card. Bot Bash, I see wheeling, so maybe we just take Master Mark II. But actually, or do we take Donatello? No, I think we need another 2-drop here. We're really sorely lacking 2-drops. Maybe Donatello wheels. I would love to play another Donatello, but I don't need it. Go, Ninja, go. Not really what I need here. We take another Buzzbots, or we could take another Retro Mutation. I'll just take the removal. Ooze Spill? Raphael. Okay, now we can take the Master Mark II and the Buzzbot, I think. Those are just two more decent artifacts in this deck. And we have a lot more artifact synergy this time than we did last game, too. Or last draft. We have a lot more artifact synergy this draft than we did. And all of the blue and red cards do more or less seem to be wheeling. The issue with pick 2 drafts sometimes is that there just isn't always like a depth that you want there to be. Like we are clearly super open in red and blue. I don't think anybody seen. Maybe nobody's drafting either of those colors. That could happen. Well, the thing about it is, oh, what did I accidentally just double. Whatever, we'll figure it out later. Arcbound Ravager. What? What? Okay. I'll do that. I mean, I don't know that I love anything else here. I haven't had the time mentally to evaluate this card. I don't think it's good. I don't think we're going to play it. But I'll figure that out later. I will figure that out later. We could take a third Spicy Oatmeal Pizza, and I'm cool with that. Do we have a Master Foundry? No. It never wheeled? Wow, that's kind of surprising. I would have thought that would definitely have wheeled. I mean, I'm not going to play 4 bot bashing times. That's definitely not a thing I'm going to do. There's really nothing else I'm going to take here either. Another Turtles in Time? What is this draft? At this point, I think we take a Mouser and a Fugitive Droid. Fugitive Droid seems fine here. Mechanized Ninja Cavalry is probably fine in this deck too. We just have a lot of removal so far. I don't want to take any of it too aggressively. For the same reason, we're not going to take Return to the Sewers. So yeah, this is a deck. Like, we have 36 cards in our playables. Okay, yeah. So, Arcbound Ravager, I feel like this has to be a good card here, right? So it's a 1/1 for 2. You just make it bigger and bigger. Obviously, it's not good by itself, and it's going to need some help to get going. We definitely don't need 4 Mouser 3s. Maybe 2. Sorry, maybe... I don't know, maybe 3? We don't want Casey Jones at this point, that's for sure. The Rock Soldiers, I don't think are going to do them that much. Bot bashing time, I'm fine with maybe 2 of them. The Northwind Avatar, it's a 5/5 flyer for 5. And I guess it can actually get us some interesting things in this deck, like Broadcast Takeover if our opponents actually have artifacts. It'd be crazy. Rock Soldiers if they had like an extra Rock Soldiers, an extra Bot Bash, Casey Jones. Like, I guess all of these things are fine. I don't think we need 3 Buzzbots here. Maybe 2 is good. Donatello's Technique we probably can go down to 1 on. Actually, I don't know. It feels like that card can actually be really good. Maybe the Scientist is unnecessary. Maybe we don't need any Rock Soldiers. What's our removal count at? We have a Mouser Foundry to hit something eventually. We have 3 Spicy Oatmeal Pizzas. We have 2 Retro Mutations, and then we have 2 of these. Yeah, I think we can, like... Oh, Turtles in Time can go. I forgot that was in here. Definitely don't need that. I definitely think I do want to, like, really stack the lower end of this deck, though. Just get a whole bunch of cheap artifacts out so that we can affinity out something like Crying really early. And then obviously that has some synergy with Dawn and Raph too. Maybe we just do this. Do we even want, like, do I cut some land here? Is that right? I don't think so, but maybe it is. Like, we really only need, like... Maybe that's right. Maybe we cut a land here. Maybe we... I'm on the fence about Fugitive Droid as well. We don't, the only double we have is double, well, actually we have 2 double, and 1 double. And we do that, go down to 19, sorry, go down to 16 land. Maybe don't need any bot bashing times. We have enough removal, I think. I don't know the format well enough yet. That's my issue here. I don't know the format well enough to know how much more significant doing 6 damages versus doing like 4 damage. Okay, yeah, this is a good hand. I don't know how I'm going to order this, but... Like, do we play out the Ravager first or the Mouser? I think we play out the Mouser. I don't see them really killing anything right away. Okay, that's fine. And then next turn I can have Arcbound up with the ability to protect it. I could, or I could just do Donatello. Okay, and then Donatello's technique, yeah, that's really good. Like, if I can get the Donatello... If you sneak something in, I assume that's what they're doing here. Yeah. Maybe I should have blocked for that reason. Because now they get extra value out of the scientists, unfortunately. I wasn't really thinking much as maybe I should have. Oh, okay. Well, if that's what you do, then I'm totally fine with that. I like our board position right now. It feels pretty good. Okay, this scientist is getting some value, man. Oh, you're going to get the foundry back. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Like, I guess, yeah, you get some more Mousers. How does this work? Whenever Dawn and Draft attack, the next non-creature spell you cast this turn has affinity for art. So the Pyroclasm would kind of not even hit us that hard here, I don't think. Turtle Blade. Alright, so that doesn't do much for them either. We can retro mutation that. There's no reason not to attack with everything here. Like, they will blimp something, probably. And then we can either retro mutation it or mouser it. Yeah, I think we just mouser it. Now they're at 4, and like, look at this board, right? Look at this. And if they Pyroclasm, we just pump our Ravager. Okay, so that's annoying. You just GG. Spicy Oatmeal Pizza wins us a game. It could have been interesting to play the Ravager out earlier to see like if there was anything else we could have done to accelerate our victory there. But this seems like a good hand. And the thing about Ravager is that it's a little bit tricky to make it work. Like, we have a lot of artifacts here. Like, in theory, it's good. Because it makes it very difficult for our opponents to sort of block and play around us. And now I don't know what we play next turn. I guess it'll depend on what they play next turn. I think another Mouser just well, actually, yeah, another Mouser just represents the most damage. They could have removal, and then we may not be able to attack, and we miss 2 damage. But I think putting 4 power on the board feels a little bit better. Well, that's a good top deck. What does this do? Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent leaves. Creatures you control have +1/+0 and have menace. Creature cards in your graveyard have sneak. Oh. Interesting. And then I can sneak in my Donatello here too, which seems pretty good. Got some more cards. Zoo Escapees is not that big a deal. I mean, in the long game, that's going to be annoying, but I think they probably should block here. I don't know. I mean, maybe their game, maybe the way they win is by outracing me, which I think is probably not possible. Do we play out the fan? I think we play out the fan right here. Like, we could play out the Buzzbots, double block, and then use that to, like, draw a card, I guess, but I think just having an extra artifact down makes the most sense. Like, obviously, I mean, even if they have removal here, they're not going to be able to sneak in, like... Yeah. So now we have a couple of choices here. Oh, you have more rewards. Okay. How much land do we have? 6? 7 land, so we can't. Can we? Because if we sack that, we. I think we kill it because that doesn't change our affinity count. And it means that they're not going to sneak in on us. The question is, do we play the Ravager or do we play the Buzzbots? And I think we play the Ravager. It plays around a few more things, I think. They're on 2 cards now. I don't know what this does. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Savanti Romero. Then draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number. Okay. I mean, you could pop a mutagen token on that too, right? You draw a card, you go to 6. I think that maybe you should have mutagened, I'm not sure. We play this pre-combat, as well as the Buzzbots pre-combat, I think. The Ravager can be more of a threat here, basically. I should have played the Buzzbots first. It doesn't matter, we're not going to use all of our mana here. Okay, we weren't going to use all. I see it. Just like, do we sack a bunch of stuff and do this, right? It's a tough choice because we can put them to 2, and then they gain 3, they draw 2. I have to sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4 things. And then Krang basically just becomes a 3/4. It's the last. What can the last card be that screws me? If it's Tenderize, that would just lose me the game. I think. Not lose me the game. It would put me in a really bad spot. I may have misplayed in general. By playing out the Buzzbot first. By not playing out the Buzzbot. Just do not have it. That was a mistake. I made another mistake. We should not have put that on the Krang. I don't know what I was thinking. Krang's already massive. I'm just misplaying constantly today. Like, if they want to block the Mouser Mark III and go down to 1, I'm fine with that, I think. But they have to block something. So I'm going to hold on to the Northwind Avatar to play around something like the last Ronin here. We'll play out Don Rotello because it does give us another card. Because I think like the last Ronin is basically the only thing our opponent can do at this point to swing the game back in their favor. It's fine. Still dead. Nice. 2-0. So the nice thing about pick 2 is that we're at 2-0 now, which means that we are basically break even. Like, we're still technically down 100 gems, but we're basically break even. The downside to this hand is that I cannot attack with this on turn 2 right now, which is annoying, but I can block. Ah. Well, if you had come down turn 1, it would have been a lot better. I think we're just gonna kill the Foot Elite at this point. Like, it's strong. That's annoying, but it's fine. We can kill it with the Foundry. Like, they can definitely start pushing in some damage with the High Flying Ace. But between our Spicy Oatmeal Pizza and our Mouser Foundry, I'm not too worried about it. Beyond Foundry, cool. We're on a clock, but it's not like a very big, not a very fast one. So if we attack with Dawn and Raph here, what happens? They just die, right? I play out the Mouser Foundry here, then I can kill the High Flying Ace next turn if I want to. Alternatively, I can play the Punks, and then I can Mouser Foundry and do that next turn if I want to. And if I attack with Dawn and Raph right now, then I kill either the Action News Crew or the Punks if they choose to block. It's not going to have that much more value for me, I don't think, in the long run, so... Just very awkward that I don't have another source here. Like, if I had another red source, we could just kill it right now. Okay, I mean, listen, if they're going to use their turn to get an extra 2 damage, I'm fine with that. I need a mountain. Or a turn where I can play out the Purple Dragon Punks. Alright, well again, if that's their play for the turn, I'm fine with that. We will double block the Action News crew, for sure. If they have a trick, they have a trick. We basically have 2 pieces of removal in our hand, so I'm not going to... We lose the droid here. I need some gas, or some card draw, basically. Some card draw would be nice. Because this way we can play everything. Raphael, sure. This is a situation where our Fan Ravager is not amazing. What you gonna do? We have a lot of big cards in this deck, and I feel like drawing any of them would be great. And yeah, we have a lot of card draw in this deck as well. Go, Ninja, go. I can save it in theory, but like, I don't see why I would want to. This just makes my general track a little bit bigger. Need some non-land, ideally. Definitely flooding out here. There are at least 4 cards in our deck right now that draw us cards. There are at least 3 cards in our deck that I would consider a bomb. Let's see what they sneak in. I think that's illegal, right? Too bad. That was like one of the only situations where we needed to play that before combat. We should have probably played it pre-combat in like way long. This is a good hand. I mean, sort of. Good hand if we draw some cards that aren't land. Unfortunately, a problem for us. Oh, we started with land. What's like the best series of draws for us here? Some of our 5 drops would be nice. That is a 5 drop, but it doesn't work. I'm fine with the trade here. Let's see if they block. Because obviously if they block, they can always get it back with one of the many like conversion spells that needs to. Black green. I don't know if I've said this video yet, but I had the flu last week and I'm still struggling with my voice and my cough, so weird breathing, weird coughs into the mic. I'm apologizing. I mean, that's pretty good. Pretty good. That lets you turn your pachyderm into a draw. This is the downside to retro mutation. And obviously, ooh, okay. We can deal with this immediately. Give me some land for Baxter Stockman. We can just start swinging in with our team immediately. We are in such a good spot if we can drop Baxter Stockman, and this is what the board looks like. Pizza Face is disgusting. Get out of here. I think we just attack with all at this point, right? There isn't that much that Purple Dragon Punks is doing for us, I don't think. There's nothing that it hits that we don't already have the mana for. Actually, no, we literally want to play the Buzzbots here. So. Alright, buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzzbots are going to get really strong. We can get Baxter Stockman out, but we're still stuck on 4 mana. Yep. Ice Cream Kitty is going to give our opponent so much card advantage. I mean, admittedly, like, their board doesn't look crazy strong right now, which is nice. Okay. I mean, hopefully this will give us the land that we need. Like, we could also just play this without sneaking it. But this, if we draw something else that we want to play instead of, like, replaying the Buzzbots, that seems better. Somehow, we still haven't found land. I just need 1 land. I'm not saying we would have won by now because, like, Baxter Stockman's probably just going to get removed at some point. Like, there's no way they don't have removal. But this is getting ridiculous. Okay, yeah. So that's actually nice for me, I suppose. They've decided that it's about time they need to start using their removal. Burning a hole in their hand, I guess. I guess I do have a reason to keep the oatmeal pizzas around, and that's for Krang. And for a Ravager later. Do you have, like, Tenderize? Tenderize would be pretty good. Here's that. Okay. Sure. So we're just gonna go back to our original plan. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Of note, they can also give their Frog Butler reach at some point and kill our Buzzbot. Ronin. If you have, like, a trick, okay. You got me! You got me! My 2-2 and my 1-1. Oh no. Better that we, like, let that happen than we die to, like, something sneaky, you know? So we could take Broadcast. They have shown us some artifacts. We don't have the mana to cast it. Alternatively, we can just take a bot bashing time, and I think that's probably good. Oh, they don't even get to see what we took. Interesting. I didn't realize that. Okay, you got a bunch of Tenderizes, man. Your deck has removal, that's for sure. Your deck is really good, actually. I don't know about getting rid of the Frog Butler there, though. I feel like back. We're definitely going to remove Michelangelo. Obviously, we're not blocking this. Okay, so we have perfect information. Play out Donatello first. Because I will potentially come block it. Now I'm definitely going to go block it with the Mouse Mark 3. And if they want to make it bigger, then we'll just kill it with bot bashing next turn. I don't know if I agree with using your mana like that when you could be pumping this up every turn. Like, you're not in dire need. You have 9 mana. That was a mistake. That mistapped. Oh, it's not a big deal, but it might be. I don't know. Because in a perfect world, we would have played out the Fugitive Droid here and kept that mana to use it. But now we're just going to give our opponent perfect information. Like, in a perfect world, this drops. And we have mana to keep it up, so to protect, like, our Buzzbots or our Mouse That's a wrong. Honestly, at this point, I don't even know if we protect our buzz bots, but like I almost just want to use them to. Oh, okay. I see. I see the vision. Our opponent has gained a lot of life this game. We're going to pop. I'm not too worried about it. Oh, that's actually almost a perfect top deck. Like, would removal have been better? Sure. Is that about as good as it gets without being removal? Heck yeah. Because now they're at 3. And that doesn't untap either. So you have 2 cards. I assume one of them is land. Yeah, I guess you're at 6. They're definitely still, like, staring down lethally. This has been, like, the slowest, grindiest game that I think I've played so far. But who knew that BuzzBots could get there? Yeah. Who knew? That's pretty good, actually. That's a top deck that could potentially keep you in the game, for sure. I don't know what they get here. Okay, that's probably the best thing for them to get here. No, absolutely. Now, if we top deck removal... That was, like, such a good top deck. It's still lethal, though, right? 1, 2... We block these 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Still lethal. That was a really good top deck. And even if it isn't lethal, we get to draw another card with Donatello. We're at 16, and we're still in a good spot. But yeah, that could have gone a lot worse if they had 1 more health. Yeah, this hand I'm not keeping. Actually, 1 mountain, and this hand isn't bad. 1 mountain. You know what? We're already positive on this draft in terms of, like, gems. I don't mind YOLOing this one. And we got the mountain, perfect. What does this do? That card is pretty good. Not gonna lie. Like, we will definitely just block it if it attacks. Now I'm not going to block it if it attacks. I don't really care about the purple dragon punks anymore. And then next turn we get Baxter down. Or we get to blow something up with the Foundry. I don't like Foot Elite. Foot Elite is feels like it's a really good card. Just the fact that something gets indestructible is really strong. We could tap it down. That might be the right play. I think I'd rather just get Baxter going. This way, I'm fine with them blocking this. And then next turn we can beat in for a lot of damage. 90 mutables. Yeah, that's a good card. Mute animals. Like I will foundry that immediately. How much mana do I have? 5, 6, 7. So not enough to do both. I'm one short. This is lethal, right? Block there. No, we're one short. No! That's still fine. Because they have to block the big stuff. I might have misplayed this, but we also have 3 cards in our deck that basically just win the game on the spot, aka our pizza. What does this do? So if they have a way to sacrifice their creatures, they can just win here. Not win, but they can like undo everything that I've done. I have lethal, for sure, unless they can gain life here. Like, they need to either be able to kill their creatures or gain life some other way. I definitely mismathed a bit. I'm an idiot. I literally just talked through how I had lethal. And then I go and block. I don't know what my brain just did. It was like, oh, you have lethal. You can just win here. Nope. The only way they can come back to in the game is if you decide to kill their creatures or they kill their own creatures. Nope. You absolute fool. Yeah, we still had lethal, but of course not. Of course not. I'm an idiot. I deserve to lose this game like 10 times over. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I literally said out loud what I needed to do. Yep. I deserve to lose this game 7,000 times over now. Give me land for the rest of the game. That's what I deserve. I deserve to lose. Ah, this is disgusting. I literally threw. And they're just going to keep gaining life now. This isn't instant. It's a sword. Do I just attack with Krang here? Literally had lethal. Had lethal, decided, nope, not for me. Let's make the game go twice as long and probably lose. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? It had tokens on it. You absolute moron. You should have just killed the... Ah! It's like everything that I can do wrong this game, I am doing wrong. If I could make a mistake, I am making the mistake. This is like pure tilt. It's Sally Pride! Sally Pride! Oh my gosh! Okay, yeah. GG. GGG. I'm done. I quit. That was in the bag. We literally tossed it out the window. I have no words for how dumb I am. Like, our opponent had to attack us and be like, hey, if my opponent's an idiot and doesn't realize they have lethal, I still have a chance to win this game. And guess what I did? I blocked their attack after saying, I can't block the attack. Ah! All right, that was fun. Subscribe, like, come back next time, or don't. I won't blame you at this point. Have a good day, everyone.